Welcome back. This is script 4 of 6 in our series on Midjourney AI. Today we're covering ethical considerations in AI-generated art and copyright issues. So, you've been playing with Midjourney, creating fantastical landscapes where unicorns ride humans into battle against an army of sentient tacos. Amazing stuff, but have you ever stopped to wonder, wait, who actually owns this masterpiece? Is it you, the AI? Or perhaps the taco that looks suspiciously like it was inspired by your favorite restaurant's menu photo? The world of AI-generated art is like the Wild West, except instead of cowboys, we have lawyers scratching their heads trying to figure out what's what. Let's dive in. First off, when Midjourney creates art based on your prompt, it's not pulling images out of thin air. It's been trained on millions of existing artworks and photographs. Imagine it's like that friend who watched every episode of Friends and now can't help but speak in Chandler Bing catchphrases. Could the AI be any more derivative? Here's where it gets sticky. Traditional copyright law was designed around the quaint idea that creativity comes from humans. I know, how old-fashioned. The law generally requires human authorship for copyright protection. But when AI creates something, who's the author? You gave the prompt, the developers created the AI, and the original artists made the training data. It's like trying to figure out who's responsible for a potluck dish that everyone added ingredients to. Some companies claim they own everything their AI creates. Midjourney's terms of service, for instance, grant you certain usage rights, but not full ownership. It's like renting an apartment. You can live there and hang pictures, but you can't knock down walls or sublet it to your cousin's rock band. Then there's the question of the training data. Many artists have found their distinctive styles being mimicked by AI without permission or compensation. Imagine waking up to find that an AI has perfectly replicated your signature style that took years to develop. It's like showing up to a party and finding someone wearing the exact same outfit as you, except they also have your face. Legal cases are starting to emerge. A group of artists sued several AI companies in 2023, arguing that their copyrighted works were used without permission for training. Meanwhile, the U.S. Copyright Office has been doing the bureaucratic equivalent of a confused shrug, issuing somewhat contradictory guidance on AI-generated works. So what's an ethical AI art enthusiast to do? First, remember that transparency is key. If you're using AI-generated images, it's good practice to disclose that. Don't pass off AI work as traditional human artistry. That's like claiming you baked cookies from scratch when you just reheated them from the grocery store. Second, consider supporting human artists directly. Maybe commission original work occasionally or purchase from artists whose styles you admire. Think of it as maintaining biodiversity in our creative ecosystem. Third, stay informed about evolving copyright laws and platform policies. This field is changing faster than fashion trends in the 1990s. Finally, use your powers for good. AI art tools democratize creativity in amazing ways, letting people express ideas they might not have the technical skills to create otherwise. Just remember that with great power comes great. Well, you know the rest. The bottom line? AI art exists in a fascinating gray area that our legal and ethical frameworks are still figuring out how to handle. It's like watching toddlers try to understand quantum physics. Adorable, confusing, and occasionally someone ends up crying. This was script 4 of 6. For more information and to continue learning, visit dmpgh.com. That's dmpgh.com. Thanks for watching, and keep growing that brain.